Welcome back to another Halo Infinite video. Actually no, ladies and gents, welcome to the day where Aozolai will finally try a different game, and that game will be Crossfire X. This is a new Xbox exclusive first-person shooter, and it is scheduled to be released free-to-play February 10th, 2022, assuming no delays. Now before we get into the details of this, let me just say this for the viewers that have been with me for years and actually clicked this video. First off, thanks for sticking around all this time. It's hard to truly show how much I respect you guys for the appreciation and support over the years. But I really mean it. Anyways, with all content creators who branch out from their main game, and mine being Halo, starting off a new game, views probably will drop, people may unsubscribe, and so on. You know the deal, how it goes. Unfortunate as it may be, I'm ready for the challenge of something new. It's been a long time, about 7 years of Halo videos, mostly Halo 5, but also Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 2, and Halo CE. We've covered every weapon in the Halo 5 sandbox, every grenade, Spartan ability, armor mods, movement, time to kill, mechanics, bullet magnetism, Warzone, you name it. I've tapped into it all, and I hope I gave you a better understanding of the Halo sandbox, and maybe in some ways even transfer that knowledge to other FPS games as well, to help you improve the way you play, and also disprove common myths about Halo games, especially about Halo 5. That said, I've also covered the most recent Halo title, Halo Infinite, and many of you know I absolutely have no interest for this game whatsoever. I see it as a complete downgrade from Halo 5, a huge 180 for which I am not motivated to cover at all. We can disagree and it's fine, but to me the game is half-baked, limited, no content, and not even worthy of the name Infinite in its title. Kinda like the Vikings calling Greenland green when there's no green there. Halo Infinite is not really infinite, it's very finite. Very few options, so personally there's nothing really interesting for me. In addition to that, there's a chip on my shoulder of 343 giving preferential treatment to those who bitched and whined about Halo 5 for the past 6 years, and someone like me getting banned and blacklisted after putting in all that work into Halo data analysis and criticism based on the actual stats and not fake BS based on effing feelings. What are they called again? Ah yes, some of the community foreigners. Yeah, but who cares? It doesn't matter at this point. Kinda interesting though how these are the people that were chosen to provide early feedback on Halo Infinite in the development stages, then pretended like they didn't know anything afterwards, and now this half-baked game is what we got. Wow. It's amazing how that works, right? Keep listening to the same people and expect different results, but all you'll get is the same BS that's been consistently wrong more than right over the last few years. Nevertheless, I blame 343 for 99% of the state of Halo Infinite, and it's nice to see that most of what I have said about Halo Infinite on Twitter and this YouTube channel has been proven right with time. So for what was once anger and disappointment, now I realize that it's pretty awesome to have absolutely zero responsibility for the garbage state of Halo Infinite. No content, population plummeting? Don't blame me. I'm with the Halo 5 players. It's not our fault. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoying that Halo 5 gameplay, but I entered the Halo scene with Halo 5 and I intend to leave with Halo 5. The game that set a solid foundation for the future of Halo and then was completely neglected for its last 3 years and thrown under the bus for a backwards, half-assed, nerfed installment that will only get worse and become another boring niche game with about 20,000 active players. That's gonna be Halo Infinite in the future. Just an over-nerfed weapons sandbox, a shadow of its flights, and super monetized BS. And all the so-called improvements to Halo Infinite will be old playlists being re-added, old weapons, old everything, and 343 fixing mistakes that they themselves created. That's not a game improving, that's not what's gonna bring in more new players, that's just a horrible outlook and a developer fixing mistakes that they said they wouldn't do again after Halo 5. Essentially, more of their own bad choices, for the second time, because again, they did it with Halo 5. You see, 343 is a company that creates problems and then markets a solution to sell you on game improvement. At this point, I'm tired of that. Maybe the community foreigners can do cartwheels on Twitch, cry, and fake laugh for this type of 10-year plan, adding old stuff that Bungie managed to do on day 1 of launch. Halo Infinite is so awesome it's not even in the top 10 and losing to years-old games like Fortnite, Apex Legends, Call of Duty, my god, Genshin Impact, art, farming, and Destiny 2. Wow, that is a revolutionary Halo game right there. So, So, with that out of the way and forever behind me, if you're like me and you're not impressed with Halo Infinite, I strongly encourage you to check out Crossfire X, a new first-person shooter releasing on February 10th. This FPS game is being published by Smilegate, which is a South Korean developer. In the trailers, it looks good and promising, very focused on tactical combat and map control. Now, I've never played Crossfire before, but I'm aware that there's already PC versions out there with millions of players around the world, so I'm gonna be a newbie going in, but it has me excited. Being a Halo 5 player, but also a big fan of Halo 3, I'm kinda getting some Halo 3 vibes looking at Crossfire X multiplayer. Obviously not Halo futuristic, but more of a modern boots-on-ground combat focused on map control and gunplay, so the multiplayer looks promising. And apparently in the trailers we've only seen a sliver of what's to come, and given how the FPS scene has been recently with Halo, Battlefield, and COD being half-baked with the design philosophy of release now and fix later, I think Crossfire has a good chance to shake everything up with something new. And again, this game is going to be free, so if you're bored with some of the stuff out there, then you got nothing to lose if you try Crossfire. There will also be a campaign which will cost money, but I'll get into that after I try the game. If I like it, I'll review the campaign and make some videos about it. If not, then we'll try something new. Crossfire will be a sort of beginning of trying new FPS games on my channel, but it won't be the end. I fully intend to try other games like Bungie's Matter when that will be released, a secret game currently in development, and also Titanfall 3 if that happens, and whatever else that gets me excited and motivated. The plan is to find a game that hooks me like Halo CE did with the Halo franchise back in 2001, and go all in again to make top tier content on this channel. I'll leave Halo Infinite to the whiners and bitches that obviously have more power and influence over Halo and 343 compared to data, numbers, and stats. Anyway, along with Crossfire, Matter, Titanfall 3, and so forth, I will still revisit older Halo games and Halo 5 and continue to make occasional videos highlighting things I did not cover in the past. And absolutely, my YouTube experience with those Halo games will be used to compare side by side mechanics, weapons, movement, and various sandbox elements to help get my points across in the new videos, such as for Crossfire. To all you Halo 5 players and Halo fans, but mostly Halo 5 players since like 75% of you subscribed here on this channel are because of Halo 5. Again, thank you for all the support over the years. It's been quite a journey, but it's time for Aozolai to do something new. I will not ask nor demand anything from you guys because I appreciate everything that y'all have already done for me and this channel. But if you happen to see me on a new game, just know that I'll always be happy to see you, welcome you, and not gatekeep you out of that game based on whether you like sprint or not. Ladies and gents, it's all gonna be good. I'm looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time.